Well, we're awake this morning, ain't we, big boy? Get up. You had to jump over here, didn't you? They all griped at you, didn't they? They don't like him getting in my lap for some reason. Quit, big boy. Hey, quit. You gotta be good. I'll push you off if you don't. Yep, then you lose your spot. Loyal as a dog. Sound like some of the congressmen in the damn White House. They better be thinking about like rats, huh, baby? Jump at a burning ship. I'm doing stuff. Most of their damn prejudices went to the Marines. You want to check it out? Look at here. 104. Yes, that's what it is. I gotta fix the phone now. You've knocked everything down, big boy. I made a bracelet yesterday. You can go back and look at my last video and see what it looked like. Care. You don't? I don't care either. Keeps me off the streets. That's what it does. I'm gonna make some more crap too, ain't we, baby? I'm having to sit sideways because I can't extend my recliner out because there's an iron railroad tie in the way. I need a damn work spot. One of these days I'll clean out this house enough to have me a workplace where I can do art and crafts and paintings and make jewelry and just do whatever the hell I want. That's right. Remind me of old poor old RV Deb living in that damn RV, but you ain't only have a place to sit. Getting like me, baby boy. I got a big ass house and only got one place to sit. That's the truth. You guys took over the van and the love seat and the damn other chair. Just left me this damn one recliner, and then you try to pile up on me to take half of it. That's right. I'll tell it like it is. Piece of they don't care. You don't get to love me much. Hey down now. You'll knock us over. You leaving me? You leaving? Well, it's your damn fault. You wasn't so big. You're a gigantic chihuahua. You look more like a damn weenie dog. Go jump for it. Well, he said, okay, I'm gone. Craziness. I watched him vote on should Mike Pence invoke the 25th. I knew he wasn't going to do anything. He's too much of a chicken shit. That's why Melania picked him for Trump. She's the one that picked the vice president, had all the bunch. At least that's what I heard. Hell, you'll hear any damn thing through the damn news channel. They're all mad at him. Everybody's mad at him. Biggest part of his own party. I think they're going to lose the Republican Party if they don't get their shit together. They'll be noted for insurrection and terrorists and every damn thing else. That's how people are. They'll associate with them with what happened on the Capitol building. That's what they're going to do for that party if they don't put themselves away from Trump. They're going to associate that party with insurrection, like dictatorship and stuff. And hell no. I just make jewelry and mess with myself. I don't think I'll paint me a painting when I get around to it. I had one here a while back I was going to paint. I thought it might be too controversial. It's going to be about slavery. I was going to paint a painting of a slave master beating the slave up. I thought, wow, where did my damn mind went to the dark side? But the damn truth, though. That's what that reminded me of. In other words, I want you to do what I tell you to do. Or if there's enough of it still a fit, maybe you'll change your mind. No. You're supposed to have a peaceful transition. Now, who cares the biggest stick gets to win? Regardless of what. Never heard of such craziness. Makes me afraid to go outside. America don't feel secure. People don't feel safe. I mean, I've talked to quite a few of them all over the United States, even in my backyard, and this is a red state for damn sure. They don't even feel safe. The Republicans don't even feel safe. That's pretty bad. They think the far left, the far right, us poor little independents that try to stay neutral in the center, we're screwed. Yeah, I have no idea. I've been making jewelry, made a bracelet. I'm gonna make some more stuff. Make a ring today. I'm gonna perfect my craft. Go on the road. Start making crap. I'll tell you what I did years and years and years ago. Back when I was a young man. I was in my 30s, I guess. Oh, I was in my late 20s. Yeah. Well, I hadn't got 30 yet. I used to etch glass for a living. And I'd built my own etcher, my little miniature sandblaster so I could frost glass and so on and so forth. This is way back when they had TG&Y. I think it was TG&Y. Maybe it was Western Auto. Hell, I don't remember. It's way the hell back there. Maybe it was Western Auto. Or TG&Y. Guns, Toys, and Yo-Yos. Yeah, I think that was it. But anyway, you could buy picture frames. You could buy the 5x7, the 8, what was it, 8x10s? Something like that. Then you could buy the bigger ones. But what I used to do is just buy the glass. I'd go down to the glass company. And I'd buy a bunch of glass. And that's what I was practicing. Well, when I got really good, these were just pieces of glass that were broken, whatever. So I went and bought a bunch of frames. I don't know what we paid. It was either 10 cents or 25 cents. I think it was 10, 15 cents, somewhere in that area. Wasn't very much. For these picture frames, and then had a little cheap wooden frame. You know, I think some of them were little metal frames. But you could get them under a quarter. Most of them were 15 cents, 15, 20 cents. Something like that. So, I set up a booth. Of course, I did some garden scenes and baby's first step and together forevers and all this other stuff. People that died and people that was getting married and all this other stuff. Wedding rings tied together and you could put the wedding picture behind it or the kid's first step or a baby picture behind it, and they would sell. And I mean, they would sell for anywhere from $1 to $5, depending on how much work you put in it. And they were selling good. So I set me up a booth, and I got my little sandblaster out, my little acid etch, and all this other crap, and I was running a booth, like it wasn't a carnival fair or whatever. It was like a swap meet or whatever where you did arts and crafts. Made me some money. Had to feed them damn kids. Love my little kids. The trouble is when they get 50 years old and they still want to live with you, that's pretty bad. Let's see. Oh, I'll tell you what else. Oh, I did another thing. What the hell else did I do? I did the etching the glass. I did something else, too. Painted garage doors one winter. Tried to make money. Ended up sometime painting the whole house. I paint the garage doors for $5. And I furnished the paper sheet back in there. Let's see. I did something else. Can't remember what the hell it was. I guess it wasn't important. Paint numbers on the curbs. Their street number, their name on the curb. Their last name, their street number on the curb. Had little stencils and paint their number, paint their name. What else did I do for money? Hell, it's a wonder I didn't pick up prostitution. I was a bartender one time. That was about like prostitution. I had to listen to everybody's bullshit. Old prostitutes had to do the same thing. Old prostitute used to come in there. She was been a call girl, and then her pimp beat the hell out of her. Then she went independent, and she was a madam, I guess what you would call it. She had a little old Filipino boy or something hanging on her arm all the time. She'd change once a year. Hell, I was probably in the late 30s or middle 30s, and she probably wasn't 33, 32, somewhere there, 33. She'd bring in this little boy, probably 19, she's 56. She said she'd get one every year. I don't know when the hell she went and got him, but she got him. I can't blame her. Like I told her, I said, well, you paid for it. You suffered. She remembered that damn song, the New York City townhouse flat and the Georgia mansion. What else did I do? Did something in the art and craft world. Oh, I remember now. We had a carnival park or whatever where people rode rides and stuff. And I would take my easel out there and a big old paper sheet, like a notebook, but it was great big. And I would draw people's, their kids, all three of them, or the picture of their husband, their wife, whatever the hell they wanted me to draw for them. They'd set for me, or they'd give me a picture, one or the other. And I'd draw it. I didn't paint them. Sometimes I got commissioned to paint somebody's portrait, but most generally I would just etch them in real quick. And I'd get from $3 to $5 for them. That's way back there. Hell, they're probably $50 now. But like I said, I use my art talents quite a bit. try to feed the family, go to school, work on a job. I was always hustling. I learned that when I was shining shoes when I was a kid. I still got my shining shoes kit. Yep. I'll be a little old to get out of my hands and knees and shine people's shoes now, I guess. You always need to protect your talents. Everybody's got a talent. I don't give a damn. It could be cooking, making, cleaning the house. I don't give a damn what it is. It's a talent. Never underestimate your talent. They're valuable. God give you a talent. You just got to find it. A lot of people knows what their talent is. So God said, God bless the peacemakers, for they shall inherit the earth. Well, they're trying to get the world back together. I got my little ball peen hammer I took out of my bookmaking kit where I make books. Now, why would you need a ball peen hammer when you make books? Well, you got to beat them rounded, books ain't just square; they're rounded on the top, and type them in and all that other stuff. But like I said, I like to put this back in my bookmaking stuff. I'll need to buy me some little hammers if I'm gonna pound jewelry, because I don't want to mess the head of this one up, because it's sort of oval. You see what I'm saying? It's like high, center, low, and low on each side. And it's really not good for making jewelry. It's more making, fixing a book. I don't want to score it where I'm doing it. I've been using other hammers. I'll go to a thrift store, not thrift store, but damn Harbor Freight. They got all kinds of little hammers. I need to buy some. I need to buy me a wax hammer or a leather hammer, like a mallet. Do that kind of crap. Might be, if I make enough of that jewelry, I'll set me up a little booth. They got one over here in the summertime. They got a drive-in theater. In Guthrie, Oklahoma, we got the only drive-in theater left, I think, in the country. But in the weekends and during the day, they set up booths out there, or stalls, or whatever you can call them. And you can sell stuff. They sell all kinds of stuff. Clothes, they sell, everything. Just like a swap meet, amazing. And I thought about setting a little booth up with jewelry. You wouldn't need a whole hell of a lot of it. Probably a couple hundred pieces. One table. Sell it for anywhere from $5 to $50. Not all anybody gonna carry around out there anyway. They don't accept credit cards and stuff. It's all cash. I'm a firm believer in carrying cash. I can see my picture up on that corner. See it right up in there. Art don't sell worth shit, never has. Artists might be commissioned to paint a person's portrait, because, this is grandma or my kid or whatever. But for sceneries and this, that, and the other, they're not appreciated until they die. So they can't make a living. I made pretty good living though etching glass, I'll tell you that. It's just sold like hotcakes. I had a lot of what I did, I would make some stencils up, each letter, and I just put the letters in, frost them in. There was on copper sheets. I probably still got them around here some damn place. I don't ever get rid of nothing. And you'd slide that copper sheet in like a 8x10 pitcher, and you just frost it in real quick and drop a little acid here, there, and there, and make it look like a dime, crystal cut, and then slide it out. And buddy, here's my, now some of my commission pieces I got $20 for. Yeah, and they sold. Most of them were religious, regardless of what. They was mainly religious. deals. Didn't mean much here. Yeah, but I could go back to it if I had to. You like old Georgia Jones. I don't need your rocking chair, your damn Social Security. I make my own damn living. Hell, I made a living for me, my wife, and 3 kids. I guess I could go back to it. I had to figure out something that wasn't too strenuous. I used to paint houses, high-rise towers. Hell, I used to paint outside of high-rise buildings. Ain't no shit. Hang outside of them. I wasn't no damn window cleaner, but I damn sure painted on the outside of some of them 15, 20-story buildings. Ain't no shit. You'd be just as dead if you fail. People they underestimate themselves, and they surely underestimate others. That's why we're in such a damn mess right now with the damn, you take any motivated speaker, this, that, and the other, you can prod and probe people. Reminds me of kids going to school. I always taught my little kids when they went to school, don't be a follower, be a damn leader. And don't follow and don't lead the crowd. Be independent with your thinking. I mean, that's what's wrong with people. I mean, if you have the skills and it's like a motivated preacher or anything else, you can get a following, you can get a herd, you can be a guru, But what you need to be is an independent thinker, and that way you won't fall into a lot of people's traps. And always be able to support yourself one way or the other. You could get, like I said, I'd mix up I should make me a booth this summer with paintings, etched glass. I still got help. I can build a damn miniature sandblaster that'll blow custom door sand and shit. I got enough old vacuum cleaners around here. My hands ain't quite as steady as they used to be, but I can compensate for that. Draw a few people's pictures, make some jewelry. Put my talents to work in my old age. Went back to work at 90. That's pretty damn bad, huh? Hell, it might get that way. A lot of countries don't have Social Security. Damn sure don't. A lot of people don't have the old age pension. Some damn independent countries, they work till they fall over and die. Social Security and disability was not made for to support you. I'm sorry. In a lot of countries, the elderly lives with the younger people till they die. Of course, that's the way they was raised, and that's the way life went on. Yeah. Oh, I could show. I even taught an art class once upon a time. Believe that shit or not, huh? Trolls eat that one up. Yep. They don't believe how to do my art, but I can show you how to do art. I was offered a job, been 5-6 years ago, at Central State University, teaching art. I thought, well, hell, I got a degree in biology, a damn doctorate. Why don't I teach, class on biology? Nope. They had seen my art. I probably owned some of it. Hell, I don't know. You did a whole bunch of pieces when I jumped. And they wanted me to do a 6 weeks class. And I'm so damn old, I can't guarantee that I could be alive in 6 weeks. So I said, no, I can't do that. Go buy me some more hammers. But art is in the eye of the beholder. It's just like making jewelry or anything else. Everybody's got their own idea of what they think is beautiful. That's why they marry different men and marry different women. Some people like full, voluptuous women. Some people like skinny Twiggies. I think it was her name, Twiggy. God, there wasn't enough of a woman there to love. Weighed about 60 pounds. I'd be like a molested child. Uh, and back in the 40s, Marilyn Monroe days and stuff, they were full-figured women. And what they got into women that they want them to look like, I guess, hell out of them, skinny asses, I guess. I don't know what the hell you want to call it. I married a little old tiny woman, but she's only like 4 foot something, 4'6", 7, 8, 10, something like that. And when we got married, she weighed about 90 pounds, but hell, she wasn't very damn tall. Most she got up to about 135, 140 pounds. She looked like a round basketball is what I call her. I said, I put an orange shirt on you. One time she got pregnant, it's funny enough. We had went to a basketball game. I took her. And, because she couldn't, So we went to a basketball site. I said, honey, if I put an orange shirt on you, they'd be thinking you're the damn basketball boy. She's mad. Boo, she's mad. I never said that to her again. I said, you're so round and plump now, you look like a little round basketball. Of course, she's about 9 months pregnant. Yeah. And she carried the kids real high. Because we had girls, the boys carry them a little low. You might want to check that out. That's how to tell if I guess they're having a boy or a girl. Or you could do the needle and the pencil where it went backwards and forwards or up and down. There's all kinds of shit. Yep. I miss her terribly, though. I'll tell you a story one time. And I shouldn't even tell you this damn story. But I'm going to tell it anyway and see if anybody watches to the end of this damn video. I told her one time, we used to try to keep having children. We already had 3 children or whatever. And my wife was pretty damn naive. And it's one thing I loved about her. I told her, I said, I'm not feeling well. She said, well, what's wrong? Because she always stayed up on top of my health. She always thought a Jewish woman thinks if her husband gets sick or this, that, and other, it's their fault. They didn't feed him right. They didn't do this right, whatever. So I told her I was sick. No, I didn't tell her I was sick. I said I'm not feeling well. She said, what's wrong? I said, well, you need to go to the drugstore and get me some prophylactics. And she didn't know what the word prophylactic meant. It's condoms, for God's sakes. And I said, you'll find them. And she went in there, and she'd been in there about 20 minutes or so, maybe 30. And finally she gave up. She couldn't find them. Couldn't find the word prophylactic. But so she asked the druggist. She said, my husband's not feeling well, and he told me to pick him up some prophylactics. And he said, honey, I want to tell you, she said, turn around, they're right behind you. When she turned around, there was a column there of condoms. Oh, my God. She come back out of that drugstore, and she was hot. I said, well, did you get them? She said, there ain't going to be no need for you to go get any of them prophylactics you're calling them, because you ain't going to be using them anyway. That was funny enough. I used to do all kinds of things to her like that. Just beyond return. When we'd have a meeting, faculty meeting or whatever, in college or whatever, she wouldn't go. She said, I ain't talking to them, what you call them? Something aristocrat shit. I forget what she called them. She didn't have nothing to do with them. Boy, she was a bright woman, though. Her brother was a professor of history and a couple other classifications. He had 2 or 3 doctorates. and a whole bunch of damn degrees. And when he was younger, my wife used to help him with his work. Now, she was brilliant when it came to the literature. She, math, not so much, but literature, oh my God. I'd have her, when I was going to school, proof a lot of my papers and stuff, because, boy, she knew where to put the commas, semicolons, and every damn, I was more a math person. She was brilliant. She should have been the one to go to college instead of me, to be honest with you. Well, I better let it go. I've talked long enough. But remember now, I think it takes opposites to attract, and it also takes everybody's opinion and a point of view that makes the world go around. That's one thing I like. I like other people's opinions. But you might not agree with them. But it opens up your mind to think about it. I get the hiccups. Talk to you guys later.